I need you to come here this instant. I'm at HQ. You'd better be here soon, or there will be consequences. The generator blew up, and some of our subjects are on the loose. They already killed half a dozen of Kozlov's grunts. Kozlov himself is gone, dead or escaped. I don't know which would be worse. I can't trust Kozlov anymore. You have to help me finish what we started, you and me. We're in this together until the end, whether you like it or not. You wouldn't want him to find out the truth, would you? I'm waiting in Lenin Square. Make haste, or we're both going to regret it.
I guess I really am naive, huh? I think you owe me an explanation, old friend.
What? Das ist auch gut. Auch gut, sehr gut.
Looks like your mentor sold you out. Or perhaps he was involved in all of this from the beginning. Regardless, he's clearly no longer your friend. He set a trap for you, Igor. What are you gonna do about it?
Igor, was heißt Igor?
Why would the old man request an evacuation hatch when he's in voluntary tent? That's weird, right?
Probably worried about getting trapped after that fucked up action in the hospital. He's right to be.
I bet that lunatic's coming after him with crazy tech.
Yeah. Think we can still request a transfer?
That's it.
Finally, some definitive proof. Tatiana is at the power plant.
Wo hab ich denn jetzt? Ach, Mist.
I hope we run into some rabid dogs. I always wanted to shoot a dog right now. Probably hanging out with her stupid hipster friends. This is so fucking surreal. Those things can go through walls. I saw it with my own eyes. Yet this one is trapped in a simple cage.
That's not a simple
use another
cage.
cup of coffee.
It must have used
Preferably with
proprietary
brandy.
NAL technology we don't know about.
And what's that supposed to be? The green crystals?
Fuck knows. I only care that it keeps this ugly son of a bitch on the right side of the bars.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him anyway. I don't want to end up like Victor. Fuck. Tango's behind cover! Careful! Man down! We got a man down! You're going down, Virginia! You got a casualty! Smoke the motherfucker out! Someone is wounded! I'm going to kill you if it's allowed! Need some help over here!
Und du, Keule, was geht? Ich komme nicht um, die machen alles, naja. Was soll's?
I could use another cup of coffee. Jesus Christ, what a goddamn tragedy. Misha was a good guy. You'll have to write to his wife and explain. Explain what? That a monster escaped from a mad scientist's secret lab and killed him? No. We blame it on San Michel's. Easy. Pronto!
Before you jump to any conclusions, I can explain.
You've been behind this the whole time. Enough of your games.
What are you talking about? You know me. I helped you. I helped Tatiana.
Don't you dare bring Tatiana into this. Don't you fucking dare. I know you're hiding things from me.
You're acting irrational, my dear boy. This isn't you. If only you knew the extent of my discoveries, my plans for the future.
I don't care about the future. I care about the truth. And I'm going to get it out of you, one way or another.
Igor, please. Let's talk this out calmly, like men of science.
What's NAR's interest in ChernobyLite?
Their interest is in a potentially trillion-dollar business. I trust I don't need to explain the possibilities of a nearly unlimited energy source.
I don't care about that. They're keeping Tatiana here against her will, aren't they? Why? Where is she?
Tatiana is a patient. A very valuable one. That's what's keeping her safe, at least for the time being. NAR has done some despicable things, I give you that. They've conducted some questionable experiments on human subjects. But Tanya is different. She's special.
I researched ChernobyLite myself. It has many potential applications. What are you and your NAR overlords planning to do with it?
I know you did. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. The catastrophe of 1986 was a great gift for humanity. One of the greatest.
What are you talking about?
ChernobyLite opened a door to something that will change the history of mankind forever. Forever!
Energy capable of creating a singularity, multiple singularities, and tunnels between them.
More than that, it gives us access to the ones already in existence. It's like an autonomous vehicle that can take you anywhere in time and space, complete with maps. The first such route is already in place. We just need to make sure it's safe.
Tatiana Amelieva. You acted like you had no idea what happened to her. But she's been here this whole time, hasn't she?
Yes, I cannot deny it, but please, you don't know all the facts.
God in heaven, is there not a single shred of decency left in you?
I could tell you things that would turn your whole life upside down, but I don't want that. I can't have you falling apart. Don't you understand? I need you.
What are you saying?
I need you here. You're going to help me save her.
I will ask you one last time. Where is Tatiana?
Igor, please. Listen to reason.
Do you want to learn about your personal threshold for pain? I said talk!
All right. But it's still Kozlov's fault. You have to believe me. Tanya is in the power plant, I swear it. Kozlov is keeping her there. Listen to me, Igor. This is important. You understand that what I'm trying to accomplish here is bigger than you or me.
Shut your goddamn mouth! I can't listen to any more of your excuses.
You can't leave him alive, Mousy. He will thwart our plan. He will bring about the end of the world and the reign of the Rat King.
Don't do anything you'll regret later, Igor. You're better than them. Remember that. More practically speaking, you may need the old bastard later.
No.
You won't hurt anyone, ever again. This ends now.
I see I was wrong about you. You're an insect just like the rest of them. Mark me, you will regret this for the rest of your life. You will never save Tatiana without my help.
sense. Why do the eggheads need dead animals anyway?
Probably for some kind of test. I don't know.
Fucking hell.
Stop complaining. It beats transporting human cadavers, doesn't it?
Cadavers? What cadavers?
You don't know?
Know what?
What? Nothing. Forget I said anything. Seriously, forget it.
Excited about the opening of the Ferris wheel?
Not in the slightest.
Well, you surprised me, Tanya. I thought you'd be ecstatic. That's the kind of crazy entertainment you like.
It is, but this is not entertainment. It's a distraction for the people of Pripyat.
Distraction from what?
Something horrible is about to happen, Igor. I can feel it in every fiber of my body.
Igor, just the stalker I wanted to see.
What's up?
Any luck going against the lurkers?
The shadows, you mean? Oh, I'm doing what I can, but these creatures are both dangerous and unpredictable.
You don't have to tell me that. They killed more than a few friends of mine. And from what I gather, NAR hasn't had any luck hunting them either. They're scary, but they can definitely be killed. Just stick the barrel of your trusty shotgun in its face, whatever that lump is between its shoulders, and pull the trigger.
The shadows are able to make short jumps across space-time. That's what makes them so dangerous. But this isn't just about killing them. We can't keep spinning our wheels forever. We have to find out what they are and where they're coming from. And put a stop to it for good. NER is part of the puzzle. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, if you find out more, please let me know. Till then, I'll just keep kicking their shadowy asses.
Hi, Olga.
I'd be glad.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn, oh great huntress.
No jokes while we're training or I'll smack you upside the head. Got it? Alright, here we go again. Time for the next lesson, Igor.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be even more fascinating than the last one.
I advise you to take this seriously. You wouldn't make fun of someone teaching you how to handle C4, would you?
Probably not.
Of course you wouldn't. So imagine this. Every piece of junk you stash is a brick of C4. You have to place it gently, wisely, and efficiently, otherwise it'll explode.
To my knowledge, canned food doesn't...
Don't interrupt. Why do you take everything so literally? It's a goddamn metaphor, goddammit. If I ever get to meet Tatiana, the first thing I'm going to ask is what she ever saw in a tedious egghead like you.
You and me both.
Anyway, you have to be careful and mentally present when arranging your shit. Trust that your life depends on it. That's lesson number 2.
Okay. What's lesson number 3?
It's called believe.
Believe in what?
Believe that you will find whatever you need in your bag without checking. Women practice this all the time. What do you say, student?
I want to believe.
Und das hat mich jetzt nichts gekostet. Okay.
So, what does it do, Mousy?
What does
Your magical thingy. Your fancy device. Orana?
Ariadna? It uses low-level radiation measurements to reconstruct past events.
Something like radiocarbon dating.
Well, you surprise me, Tarakan. How do you know about these things?
I don't know, Mousy. They sometimes come to me, unconnected memories and bits of knowledge. The Rat King must be blocking them somehow.
Okay, you're not wrong. It's like carbon dating, but a lot more advanced, and in 3D. You see, every object is a dosimeter in a way, absorbing different types of radiation every millisecond. Ionizing radiation of thorium, potassium, uranium, and even cosmic rays. When it does, it creates a radioactive echo in time and space. With enough data, this echo can be traced and recreated using the fractal VR simulator.
Does this mean you can see the past, Mousy? Is that how you hope to find out the truth about Tatiana and yourself?
That's the idea, yes.
A wise mouse once said, if you want to discover the truth, you need to ask yourself, what is truth? What you're looking for may not be what you find, Mousy.
That's a risk I'm willing to take. Nothing is more important to me than Tatiana.
Don't be so sure, Mousy.
Hey there. Actually,
Hey there, old-timer. What's cooking?
nothing much. I need to remember to check the dosimeter.
Ain't radiation a stone-cold bitch? That raggedy-ass old man, the other one, I mean, was rambling about it not too long ago.
About what?
About Pripyat being contaminated even before the Chernobyl disaster. You're a scientist. Is there any truth to it?
Tarakan may not be the most reliable source of information in the zone, but in this case, he might be right.
Explain.
For starters, the choice of Pripyat as a location for a nuclear power plant was a mistake.
Was it? It's fairly secluded. Nothing but woods and swamps. Perfect spot to keep things secret.
Swamps, exactly. Swampland is very poor in certain minerals and elements. Same goes for the vegetation in this whole area. Because of this, the local plants absorb pretty much everything very quickly. Even if it's poisonous, like, for example, the radioactive isotope of iodine. Also, both the Soviet Union and some NATO countries have been testing nuclear weapons like crazy since the 50s, pushing millions of tons of radioactive fallout into the atmosphere.
Right. I watched something about that on YouTube. Castle Bravo, Tsar Bomber, serious shit.
And it only intensified leading up to 1963. The nuclear players wanted to conduct as many tests as possible before the PTBT came into effect.
PTBT?
The Partial Test Ban Treaty, an agreement between the USSR and the West that nuclear testing should be conducted underground only. But hundreds of nuclear explosions had already polluted the atmosphere all over the world, including over Chernobyl. If someone had bothered to take a Geiger reading of the marshes around Pripyat before building the power plant, they'd have found out it was already irradiated.
Unfucking believable.
Hey, Sasko, you're experienced, right?
About I can...
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
Hey, partner. Welcome to the maze. This is a new trick and you're an old dog, but what the hell? It may even save your ass. You're welcome. Please don't make me regret setting this up for you. It was a major hassle. Anyway, I get to test this training ground on you. Your job is to enter the maze and find the exit as fast as you can. But keep in mind, it will require some stretching. Just follow my lead and try to keep up. Ready? Let's go. Don't just stand there. Jump. Drop your hips and bend those knees. Lie flat on your stomach. Crouch. Army crawl. Bend your knees your way. I'm mightily impressed, Igor. You made a great addition to our gang back in Moscow when I was running for a year at the Brick. Anyway, it's good to exercise at your age. It has a rejuvenating effect. You already seem 10 years younger. I'm not accustomed to doling out praise, so try and appreciate it. You did good during your training. Nice job. How are things, Professor?
Hey, Sasko, you're experienced, right?
About what I can show.
Fantastic. I'm ready.
Today, I'll teach you more about navigating obstacles and dropping to the ground without breaking your hip. It'll come in handy, I promise. This is going to be something special. Just you wait, partner. Can't wait to see you in action. Similar rules. Enter the maze and finish it. And at the very end, you'll find a special treat. Just be prepared for anything. Go! Go and make your mentor proud! Don't think, partner. Jump! Lead with the front foot and follow with the other. Watch your legs. Springs. Steel springs. You still got it. I knew it. Imagine you're doing this for Teddy. Parkour is not really your cup of tea, huh? Just try not to fall down any stairs, all right? This is not a man's way to die. If you don't overthink it, miracles can happen. Nietzsche wrote, "There is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest physiology." Or, philosophy, or something. You know what I mean. You'll always land on your feet like a cat.
You did good, Professor. Sweat, blood, and tears are the secret formula to becoming a master. Igor, I need to tell you something. Remember when you asked me why the lurkers stay away from our village? I wasn't entirely honest with you.
All right.
I don't know exactly how it works, but Matvey has a way of keeping these creatures at a distance. He has this strange powder. It calls it dust, but it's secret. Only a handful of people even know it exists.
Dust? Why are you telling me about this?
Because I can see you for what you are now.
And what's that?
A forthright and honorable man. Maybe a little awkward in social situations. Anyway, it'll help us in your heist. You should get your hands on some as soon as possible.
Well, if it works, there must be something to it. I should definitely look into it.
You should.
Okay. I'll check it out first chance I get.
Ja, shit, ich hab keine Panzerplatten gemacht. Naja.
Magic powder? It's not really your style to believe in such things, is it, Igor? Still, if there's any truth to it, it could be your best chance to defeat the shadows, and perhaps even him, the Black Stalker.
Watch out for those bastards, Igor. I heard on the radio that they're sending more troops to Red Forest.
Olga, I think I found some of this, what did you call it, dust?
Stay vigilant. There could be lurkers nearby. Those things are never too far away.
Hey, you! Where do you think you're going?
Don't shoot. I'm friendly.
Friendly my arse. Turn around and keep walking until you disappear.
Why so hostile? I helped you guys out, remember? I need to speak with Matvey.
Did you now? Olga's gone and Kostya is missing. Probably because of you. Some help.
Look, I need the white powder.
White powder, eh? And you're a cokehead too. We don't do drugs around here. We live healthy, clean lives.
Now, wait a minute.
Just kidding. I know what you mean. The answer's no.
Look, I really need this dust. Maybe we can work out some kind of arrangement.
No can do. There's too much going on right now. Kostya and Matvey are both gone. I don't give a toss about Kostya, but Matvey is a different story. At least we know what happened to our kin. Fucking NAR bastards.
Okay. I'll be going now.
Good idea. Make yourself scarce, friendo.
Did you hear that? Can you talk to this guy?
Talking to this half-wit is a waste of time.
Any suggestions?
Go to the cemetery. At least that's what we call it. Matvey used to visit there from time to time. Maybe you'll find him there. Or Kostya.
Jesus. This isn't really a cemetery, is it? It looks more like a mass grave.
I know, but it gives this awful place a kind of dignity, doesn't it? NAR used to dump bodies here. Phosphorus.
Unbelievable. Is it possible they were telling the truth?
What's going on?
Remember when I told you about ChernobyLite being a giant turtle that supports the Earth? It could be true. Well, at least partially.
What do you mean?
It seems to be organic. Moreover, it shows signs of basic cognitive functioning. To put it plainly, it learns. That's why it avoids the lye and phosphorus. Incredible. That explains why the shadows won't touch it. I have no idea how Matvey came up with this, but he hit the jackpot.
You can tell me the rest when you get back. Bring the dust.
I told you to return to the UK, Igor, but I see you didn't listen. Well, it's understandable in a way. You're constantly interfering in everyone's business. You're the wild card of the zone. There's no telling if you'll end up on the side of the heroes or the rats.
You're talking gibberish.
You think I don't know you've been talking to Semenov? Perhaps even Kozlov? Who else, I wonder? But your little gang of misfits and rejects has no idea you're playing both sides.
How do you...
You really are naive, aren't you, Igor? Like a lost little boy. That big brain of yours still can't comprehend what's really going on. Perhaps you're not so special after all.
Rat? Why did he call you a rat, Mousy?
They're using you, and you can't even see it. Did you ever think to stop running everyone's errands for 5 minutes and ask yourself why you're here? Why you're really here?
You're insane. ChernobyLite is messing with your mind. Listen, I never sold anyone out. Someone sent me a picture of Tatiana, and I saw her in my dreams. She called out for me to find her.
You're a goddamn liar. She would never. No, you don't belong here.
It's the truth, and I can tell you believe it.
You're delusional. Semenov used a photograph to lure you here, to get you to mess with my plans. He made you his puppet, whether you realize it or not.
You underestimate me, old friend. Yes, I know it's you, Boris. What happened to you? We had our differences back in the day, but we were also good friends, the three of us. Tatiana has always been the most important person in my life. That's true. But that doesn't mean I don't care about anyone else, about my friends.
Friends? Sure, Boris and Igor, bosom comrades to the end. Cross my heart and all that. It's really bizarre to see you claiming something that doesn't belong to you. If only you knew.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but I don't care. I will find Tatiana. If I have to go through you to do so, I will.
You're not lacking in courage, Igor. But courage without knowledge is indistinguishable from stupidity. Do you understand what you're up against? I know you talk to those half-wits in my lab. Their indiscretion cost them their lives, by the way.
You killed them for telling me that crazy theory of yours? That ChernobyLite is an organism so powerful it can produce singularities and wormholes inside its own multi-dimensional body?
Believe what you want. But how do you hope to challenge such power if you can't even defeat me? You're so far out of your depth, you don't even realize. I have my own plans, and they don't involve you. Not yet, anyway. I'm not going to kill you, not today. You can thank her for that. But I can't make any promises about the future. Who knows what the future will bring? I sincerely hope I never see you again, Igor.
Igor.
That was impressive, what you did back there. You faced a monster and survived. Not everyone can say that. And you two have history, right? Damn. Respect, man. Really.
Thanks, I guess.
But keep your eyes on the prize, okay? We're not done quite yet.
Das? Nee. Falscher Knopf. Ui. Das war jetzt auch nicht der Plan. Können wir das immer so leer machen? Ja. So. Und
Praise the great rat catcher in the skies. You faced the devil himself and survived.
Yes, it was quite an experience.
Don't worry. I could never believe that you were the Rat King, or even a lesser rat. You have a pure heart. I trust you. But now, we know exactly what we're up against. ChernobyLite is the evil that descended upon this world. It's the true face of the Rat King. Listen to me, Igor. Whatever the cost, we have to destroy it.
How are things, Professor?
Hey,
I can show...
fantastic.
Hello, partner. Today I'll teach you the correct way to handle a shotgun. This bad boy really packs a punch and can knock down even the sturdiest opponent, but I suppose you already know that. You do watch action movies, right? You don't need to be a sniper to shoot this thing effectively, so that's something. The shotgun has considerable spread, so you may as well leave your glasses at home. But let's get to it. Fire when ready. Perfect, but decent. Under my tutelage, you'll become a scattergun freak in no time. I think you've done enough for today. The rest will come with time and practice. Good to see you're still in shape. It'll come in handy. How are things?
Hey,
I can show you.
actually,
Quark, was habe ich getan? Ja, nichts, ist ja nicht schlimm. Ja, Mama.
You're absolutely sure about that, Professor Semonov?
It's the only logical explanation. How else would Amelieva's gamma brainwaves be able to interact with ChernobyLite if it wasn't at least partially sentient? And what about the gate?
Some advanced form of telekinesis.
That's not a sufficient explanation, not by a long shot.
But if what you're saying is true, that would mean that the wormholes are... No, that is impossible.
Why impossible? Think about it. Just because we've never seen an organism powerful enough to create, withstand, or even direct the exotic energy found near black holes, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
So these fractal tunnels, they're also organic. So we're what? Traveling through the veins of a giant multidimensional Moby Dick?
Right now, thanks to his trials, only the Black Stalker is. And if you like to play with metaphors, I would say more like a giant multidimensional squid.
And that would make the shadows, what? Some kind of external white blood cells?
I quite like that theory. They are here to nourish the main host and protect it from intruders and diseases.
Us?
Most of us, yes.
Shadows emerged through the unstable gate, so you don't think it was retaliation or an invasion?
No. I would rather call it the reaction of an organism that was attacked by something foreign.
By foreign, you mean our test subjects? So shadows are some sort of antibodies?
Exciting, isn't it? And Amelieva is like the correct protein, the conduit. She can communicate with the beast, but the beast can also speak through her.
I've seen what happened to subjects who were exposed to ChernobyLite. Getting some FaceTime with this must be unsettling.
What do you care? Our names will go down in the history books next to Newton and Einstein.
Of course, Professor Semonov. This is all worth it.
So ChernobyLite is some kind of sentient, multi-dimensional organism. And Tanya can communicate with it. This is... I can't even wrap my head around this.
It's been so long, my love. Why can't I hear you anymore? Since you gave birth to the boy and fell into a coma. You used to visit me in my dreams. I miss our conversations. I miss you, Tanya. Sometimes, I think I lost my way in all this. Lost myself.
Ich bin ja immer noch der Meinung, ich bin ich selber.
We both made so many sacrifices, and now I'm not even sure what awaits us at the end of this road. But this is our only chance to be together. You cannot lose hope now. Please, just let Semenov have what he wants. Give it to him, and then we can have each other.
Poor bastard. It seems his delusion keeps him going. But I need to focus. I have to find out what Tanya is supposed to give to Semenov.
Tote Leichen. Ach, ich kann tote Leichen sehen.
It's fascinating, Professor Semenov, really. But I'm here to discuss business, not scientific curiosities. Our investors need to see a return on their investment.
You don't need to worry about that. It can be monetized in ways they can't even imagine.
But that's just the thing. These people don't like surprises. They want to know precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation?
All of that, and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
And what about the Duga radar? It's been drawing all kinds of unnecessary attention over the years. These dark tourists and those damn stalkers.
It has served its purpose. You can scrap it and make razors for all I care. We've got Amelieva now. She's the ultimate conduit. What we have in the works right now, it will transform the NAR into the biggest conglomerate in the world. It's going to be $1 trillion business. We will use Amelieva to stabilize the gate to another world, the ChernobyLite's world. And once we are able to travel there, this will be a revolution unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed. You could call it an ontological shock.
Ontolo what? Never mind. Okay, as long as you find a safe way of putting a dollar sign on it, you've got the permission of the board. But, you know, just keep your feet on the ground, okay, Professor? We're here to make money, not destroy the world or cause shocks of any kind.
I've got it all under control. Everything is in place, and our patient zero is ready.
Dear God. So that's what Semenov needs Tanya for? Stabilizing a wormhole? A gate to the origin of ChernobyLite. I need to get to the power plant and find her fast, before he can carry out this insane plan. Who knows what can happen to her, or to the world? I've got to make a plan, and move fast.
Noch 3. Einmal Ende und Platin und das stimmt ja voll. Und noch die Schrotflinten. Sache. Ja. Wie denn das hier macht? Sagte er und hat's doch. Oh nee. Das Ding geht schon gut, Alter.
It's your turn.
Kuhpistole. Sachen recht, hä? Mhm. Nein, tue ich nicht. Pause.
Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant. We all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, and not everyone made it. But this time we're smarter and better prepared. I know we can do this. We have to do this. It's the only way we can find Tatiana and end NAR.
Mousy, you're talking about striking at the heart of the Rat King. But have you learned everything possible about his plans?
I have evidence that NAR was conducting ChernobyLite experiments back in the 90s. Tatiana and her baby were two of their subjects. With the rate at which their technology is progressing, soon, nothing will be able to stop them. We must act now.
What about that black mask-wearing motherfucker? Have you identified him?
His name is Boris Glukov. He, Tatiana, and I were close friends until he betrayed us. He helped the KGB gather evidence against Tatiana, then continued to work for NAR after my accident. He experimented on himself with ChernobyLite and ended up with great power. He's strong, one of the strongest, but we can beat him. Together.
Do you know what NAR is actually doing at the power plant? Why is it so important? And what does it have to do with Tatiana?
NAR wants to create a permanent wormhole to the ChernobyLite world and get to its source. Tatiana's abilities are needed to support the space-time bridge. It's hard to know what happens if they succeed. But what they're doing is unbelievably risky. They could unleash something horrific on this world, or become unstoppable themselves. But we're never going to know the outcome. Because we're going to stop them.
I like the pep talk, Professor. I think you even gave me a bit of a job. But do we have the right tools for the job?
Yes, we do. We've got everything we need to infiltrate the power plant. This is much bigger than anything any of us has done before. If you want to back out, this is your chance.
One organization holding this much power is against everything I believe in. And besides, this is personal for me. Count me in.
You know how I feel. The Rat King must be stopped at all costs, Mousy. I'm in.
I started out doing this for a paycheck. But I'm going to end it for my brother in arms. For Anton. Let's do this.
Whatever it takes to protect my people and drive NAR out, I'm on board.
You think I'm gonna back out now and miss the best part? Fuck no! I'm with you, Igor.
I appreciate your trust. We can't count on the element of surprise, but we know enough about NAR's vulnerabilities to make this work. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather capture than kill me. We can use this to our advantage. We'll dress somebody up as an NAR officer, escorting a prisoner. Me. That's our ticket inside. We have 2 NAR uniforms, both male. Any takers?
I'll do it. I have no problem posing as an NAR officer. My hand is still giving me trouble, but I can deal with it.
You should take someone who can keep his cool when things go sideways, as they inevitably do. Trust me on that.
You're not seriously thinking about going without me? I'm a blast at parties. Ask anyone.
All right, we still have 1 more uniform. Any takers? NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter and surveillance system by now. A skillful hacker should be able to at least temporarily disable them.
I'm your man, Mousy. The great Ratcatcher has blessed me with a knack for that kind of thing. Electronics, surveillance, computers. There's no one better than me.
Wouldn't call myself a black hat, but I know enough. As long as we don't get into serious stuff, I should do fine.
I need someone to cover our asses in case we end up in the shit. Someone who can take down a target from a distance, or at least create a diversion.
Firearms are my preferred method of solving problems, but I can definitely distract them.
My shooting's impaired since I injured my hand, but I can manage.
What's there to consider? I'm your gal, Igor.
Last but not least, a spy. I want someone to monitor NAR activities and keep us informed about their moves.
I've been watching these assholes fight the reflection for years. I know how they think. I'm your guy.
I know the power plant like a boy knows the woods behind his house. Let me take care of it.
Does everyone know what to do? Last chance to reconsider.
This is it, my love. The last stretch. You've been through so much for me. Make sure you're ready, because it will take everything you have. Your wits, your strength, your plan, your companion's loyalty, everything. Good luck, my love.
This is it. Today's the day, whatever happens. Everything sorted, guys? Can we start our prisoner escort op?
I'm ready. Though my hand still hurts like hell.
If the uniform doesn't get us in, we have one more ace up our sleeve. Their friend-enemy password. They say, "We quell the storm." And we reply, "And ride the thunder." Remember it. Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple-check everything is ready. How's my techie? Have you logged into their system?
I'm in, Mousy. What do you need me to do? Overload their systems? Bypass security? You ask and I'll do it. But don't be rash. Once we get started, it's only a matter of time before they kick me out again.
Spy check. How are my eyes and ears?
Eyes are bright and my ears are wide open. I got the plans and codes up and I could hear those boring fuckers chatter like they were sitting in my lap. No worries, Igor. With me on your side, this'll be like walking to the grocery store.
Sniper, are you in position? Have you got eyes on?
I'm all set, Igor, and I feel good. This is just like my hunting days. I could shoot the fly off your lapel.
There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Taking them out quickly is certainly an option, and with the silencer, I should be able to keep my position. It's your call, Igor.
Better use the side passage for now. You can always kill them on your way out. Don't forget that you're a prisoner, Igor. Downcast, hopeless. Use this to our advantage.
Okay, showtime. This better work.
Halt! Who goes there?
Stand down, Private, and clear the way. I'm escorting this stalker to his interrogation.
Yes, sir. You can find the brass in the tent behind the gates. I assume you know the way?
So far, so good. But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features.
The electronics are the least of your worries. Nobody said anything about this exposed courtyard. You stand out like a signal flare at a funeral, Igor. Be extra careful.
Security checkpoint. What used to be a radiation detector is now a biometric scanner. Clever.
I already found the right database. I'll upload your biometric data, and you can walk right through.
I can't get a line of sight on all of them. Maybe I should target those fuel tanks on the far side of the gates. That'll keep them distracted long enough for you to slip past. But if we do that, I'll have to fall back from this position.
Those NAR security systems can be broken by someone with enough know-how. Those IT wankers probably spent their upgrade budget on Pornhub premium content. Once those gates read my biometrics, my cover will be blown. We need to convince them somehow that we're friendlies.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
One moment. Yes. Done and done. Those gates won't be a problem, Mousy.
Time to move. With a little luck, they won't notice us. The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Remember the charges I prepared for breaching security doors? Powerful, but quiet. Like sticking a curling iron into a pound of butter. Or maybe you want to save them for later.
Keep your head down, Igor. There's a fucking sniper on the building above you.
Stop yelling! How do you know?
Picked it up on the radio. They haven't made you yet, but if you trigger the alarm, they'll come down on you like a swarm of Katyushas.
Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough.
I can try to remotely unlock the door without tripping the alarm, but no guarantees. You'll have to move very quickly, Mousy.
Well, you put that guy on the platform to sleep, and you can make as much noise as you want.
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sashko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine. Charges armed. Stay back. We made it inside. We're safe, at least for now. These tunnels just about make a beeline to the reactor. From there, the way to the Ark should be easy. What the fuck? The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. We should find a way to short-circuit the power.
Igor, the water is electrified. Don't touch it.
Ja, weiter.
I have access to the circuit board. Perhaps I can cut power to the nearest corridor.
Have you been listening, Mousy? I can turn off the entire sector remotely, no problem. I'll only leave the light on at your location.
I can't shoot the switchboard, can I? I would have to go there in person, which would almost certainly compromise my position. I'll be out of the game after that.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Today, the darkness is our friend, Mousy. You're completely now safe.
Okay, wir rammen ihn davor. Oh no no. Das ist natürlich die.
We're getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good.
Step very fucking lightly now, Igor. The place is swarming with those cocksuckers. NAR's beefed up security around Ark for some reason. Either they're preparing for something, or you're walking straight into a goddamn trap.
I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security after our little escapade. Not unexpected.
Don't be a fool, Igor. Let me take care of it. If I can take them all down silently, they'll be dead before they know what hit them.
We have to convince NAR that we're their contractors. That's our ticket inside.
All right, Olga. Do it.
Wise choice, Professor. One shot, one kill. No luck, just skill.
Damn. We need to get past these scientists.
I can help, Igor. You don't need sniper cover at this point anyway. I'll come closer and see if I can stir up some trouble and get the scientists to evacuate. Then I'll clear the area if necessary.
The Brainiacs have their own dedicated comms. I could put my fabulous acting skills to work and tell them to fuck off, but it's a two-man job.
The great Ratcatcher has smiled upon you today. I can help.
They're not soldiers. They won't buy our fairy tale. If we don't come up with something convincing, they'll sound the alarm the moment they see us.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Sounds good, Mousy. It shouldn't take long to hack the comms.
Attention! Pneumonia! Achtung! The reactor's about to explode! Run for your lives, everyone!
What kind of nonsense is this? The reactor cannot
Fuck it, Anatoly. A break is a break.
Anatoly.
These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
What the hell is this? Was it here before? Looks like some sci-fi fucking movie prop.
The door is trapped. Touch it, and I'll spend my last moments on Earth convulsing on the dirty floor. This door wasn't supposed to be here.
Mousy, the ventilation duct should not be secured. The Rat King is watching and waiting. I can feel it.
The main generator's in sight. If I sabotage it, you'll have a few moments before the backup comes online.
Wait, Igor! Remember the map you borrowed from that fucker Semenov? It shows another way in. Guess it was worth it in the end, huh?
Your plan sounds reasonable, Mikhail. Do it.
The doors are behind you, Igor. Cut through the crap on the other side, and you'll find a nice, fat ventilation duct. Climb up in there, and it'll take you straight to the Ark.
Are you seeing those creatures? I hope the bars hold. I might be able to open the gate from this panel, but there's a chance I'll release the things in those cages as well.
So this is the heart of darkness. Just as menacing as I imagined it to be. I will gladly burn it all to the ground. The NAR will track me down afterwards, but I don't care. I have reached my destination, Igor.
This place is one big fucking trap and totally off-grid. The only way to open it from where you are is to crash the whole system. Unless you have some explosives. The Ark is just outside.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Behold, Mousy. In a brief moment, everything will shut down and the door open to you. This has been the adventure of a lifetime. Thank you, Igor. Now you must face the Rat King's ultimate secret alone. Mousy! Igor! The rats found me. I tried to fight them off, but there were so many.
Tarakan! What's going on?
I made my last
You heard the man move! The priority is to protect the lab!
The
Damn.
great rat catcher is
Looks like we'll have to
calling
fight our way out.
It's all up to you now, my boy. Don't waste your chance.
Tarakan? Tarakan! Oh my god! These guys are the last thing standing between me and Tatiana. I can't back down now. I'll fight my way in if I have to.
I've got an idea, Igor. I know a way to turn this around. There's still some charges left. I can sneak past the soldiers and detonate them in gasoline tank. Trust me, I'm not in that much of a hurry to die, but I don't see any other choice.
Oh no, this sucks big time balls. I wish we had someone inside who could get those assholes to look the other way.
There's no other choice.
Tango spotted! Engage at will!
There's blood on your hands, Igor. You didn't prepare well enough. Your companion's demise is on you alone, Igor. This could have been prevented if you'd have prepared better.
Olivier! No! Olivier! Damn it!
That's
Olivier, we have to help him!
It's over for him, Igor. We need to carry on.
Horses! I repeat, we've got men down! Call for backup! Man down! We've got a man down!
Foi tudo. Was ist jetzt eigentlich mit der zu tun?
Everyone, wait here and watch the perimeter. I have to do this alone. Tatiana! Finally!
Igor, my love. My child.
It's been so very long. But it's finally you. It has to be you.
You know it in your heart, my love. I've been calling out to you for all these years, and you answered.
But how?
You shouldn't be here. It's a mistake. You'll only bring great misery on us all. My poor little boy. All of us together, finally. Release me, my love. Free me.
What did you call me? I don't understand. What can I do?
There's nothing you can do. You have to end this. Both of us. We're a mistake. An abomination. Close the portal. Destroy the connection.
What connection?
The connection is the strongest force in the universe. It cannot be destroyed. It has to be completed. It is our destiny. Go to the reactor. Find it, my love. It is waiting for you.
Find what?
No more waiting. Please, can't you just let me die? I can't take any more.
Tanya?
Go. Die. Fade. Portal.
Tatiana, are you still there?
Boris, help! Die! Igor!
I don't understand. Oh, fuck!
Reactor, ChernobyLite.
Well, what do I do? Oh, fuck, I need to figure this out.
You took your time, Igor.
Cut the crap. It's time you gave me some answers.
Yes, we'll get to that. But since this is our last meeting, I want to ask you a question first.
Fine. Just make it quick.
What do you really hope to achieve, Igor?
Isn't that obvious? I want to save Tatiana.
You may find this surprising, but our goals are actually aligned.
How's that?
We were both going after the same thing, but this whole time we've been chasing someone else's agenda without knowing it. ChernobyLite's agenda.
Come on, man. I've come too far to be fed a line of bullshit.
Let's start from the beginning. Do you know who I am?
You're a future version of me, and you keep coming back to stop me from making a mistake.
That's partially correct, but not in the way you think. The more important question, the question you somehow failed to ask yourself all this time is, who are you? Because you're not Professor Igor Kiminyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kiminyuk. I only changed my name to protect you and your mother.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me at every turn?
If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it the first time we met at the power plant.
Will you quit talking in fucking riddles?
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. It was hard for me, too. You are me. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. She's mine. Everything you know about her, everything you remember, none of it is yours. You're living someone else's life. My life. You are my clone, sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most importantly, my memories from before the Chernobyl disaster.
What are you saying? How is that even possible?
Tatiana was sterile. That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Duga fiasco, she fell pregnant. At first, I thought Boris was the father, and I was angry with her. But that was another of Semenov's lies. He needed me to stay on the project and study ChernobyLite, so he injected Tanya with the nano solution. What happened next was, I don't know what to call it, an immaculate conception. She gave birth to a boy, you. You grew much more quickly than other kids, but your mind didn't seem to follow. It was different somehow. The ChernobyLite no doubt affected you in unpredictable ways. I never really considered you my son. You scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do with you. But it was obvious that Semenov would incorporate you into his experiments. Or maybe cut you open and rummage around inside. Until one night, Tanya, your mother, communicated with me telepathically, even though her body was in a coma. She pleaded with me to release you into the woods, and that's what I did.
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990? But that's impossible. Impossible! I don't remember any of this.
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager, but had the mind of a small child. I remember giving you a sweater that Tatiana knitted for me. The night was so cold. It had my name on it.
The sweater? I had it in the camp. I was imprisoned and...
Yes, it could have been a trigger. Your mind somehow began to rebuild itself. Why in my image? I can only guess. Perhaps you were constructed from Tatiana's desires, from her expectations of a child. Funny, how I called it pseudoscience. I suspect the process was somehow facilitated by the ChernobyLite.
But she's been calling me this whole time. She wanted me here.
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my poor boy. We all were. It wasn't Tanya who called you here, but it.
ChernobyLite? But the images, the voices...
They felt so real, I know. Your mother was your biggest weakness, and the entity exploited that. It wanted you here. It has plans for you, you see, and I cannot allow it to succeed.
Someone sent me a photo of Tatiana and the piece of ChernobyLite. Those weren't hallucinations. They were real. I couldn't have constructed my portal gun without them.
Oh, that. It was that bastard Semenov, of course. He wanted to bring you here as well. He never got over it when you vanished. Not that it matters now. I really hoped you would stay away. But it's too late now. I can't allow you to interact with the entity in any way. Only one of us is leaving this room alive.
Wait, can't we talk it over?
We just did. Goodbye, son. Igor. I wish there was another way.
Wenn ich mich töten lasse, ist vorbei, oder was?
Come on! Show me the new and improved Igor Kimeniuk! Strong enough to save Tanya. Only I am. You think you're better? Me. I wish there was another way.
So. Scheiße.
Don't go easy on me. I won't do the same for you. I wish there was another way.
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor. In Terracon's hideout, you faced a choice. Either save some data from his old computer, or burn it to prove you decided to take it. Let's move some people.
Great. Sorry.
Echt jetzt? Also ich muss den besiegen am Ende. Ich dachte, ich muss sterben. So ein Dummfick, Alter. Sinnloses Spiel, ey. Naja.
You took
Isn't that how? You're a big pretty. You want to watch the challenge. You the spies, but so they would.
Warum konnte ich mir eigentlich nicht so eine geile Waffe bauen?
Show me the new and improved Igor Kimeniuk. Give up already. You're not strong enough to save Tatiana. Only I am. This gives me no pleasure, but it has to be done. Making this too easy, son. You're better than me. Give up already. Who is to make it quick for Tatiana's?
Oh Gott. Egal. I don't need a force field to defeat you.
What? You should be dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot lately. Look familiar?
Where did you get that from?
Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor.
What? Where? When?
In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures.
Are you saying that you come from a different... that you're from...
This is hell. You have no idea.
Where are you going?
Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting.
Wait!
Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now!
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please, there's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
A single shot of adrenaline would have saved my ass. Why didn't you give it to me, you cheap fuck?
My life was in your hands, and you let me die.
We were partners, old-timer. I always had your back. Why didn't you have mine?
Taking care of us was your job. You let me die. You failed.
The eulogy you gave at my funeral was awful. Pure drivel. How can you sleep at night, Mousy?
I trusted you. You were supposed to save us all.
You killed Kostya, you motherfucker. My Kostya!
Why? Why did you betray me, Mousy?
After everything I've done for you, you chose NAR? Burn in hell, you backstabbing little freak!
Executing an unarmed prisoner like a common thug. I expected more from you, Professor Kaminyuk.
This isn't possible. These things can't all have happened. I fixed them. At least some of them.
You're wrong. Did you think meddling with space-time wouldn't have consequences? All of this, every bit of it, happened.
But how? I was going back through the wormholes. I was fixing everything.
There is no time travel the way your friend Olivier understands it. You can never change what's already occurred, because every change creates its own space-time continuum.
And time only moves in one direction. Entropy.
Every time you make or unmake a decision, you twist an entire dimension. It's because you are a part of me, made from the same multi-dimensional stuff.
But I just wanted to save Tatiana.
Yes, your mother. And along the way, you destroyed countless lives across dozens of dimensions. All because of animal body chemistry. Because of the human need to connect with your progenitor. So, here I am. I am your real mother.
What are you? ChernobyLite?
I am God.
Bullshit. There is no God.
But it's a matter of perspective. To a spider under your boot, you surely are a god. Isn't that so, Igor?
Don't. Call me that. I'm not... Ah, fuck.
Having a bit of an identity crisis? As a poet once said, the child is the father of the man. The fear that clouds your mind is what makes your situation irreconcilable.
Fear? No. I'm not afraid of...
The fear of discovering there is nothing at the core of your persona but pure chaos. You simultaneously are and are not you. But don't worry, I am about to reveal the truth. After that, it won't matter anymore.
What do you want from me?
Have you ever wondered why, despite your technological sophistication, people so insistently pursue self-destruction? Why destroy your own ecosystem? Why you cannot help but slaughter each other and every other species? Why, over and over again, you sacrifice your own future for short-term gain?
If you're thinking to catch me off guard with your freshman philosophy insights, you've got another thing coming. People are, for the most part, selfish assholes. I don't need an alien entity to tell me this. So what's next? Are you going to propose some kind of new world order to save us all? Am I to be your prophet and help you usher in a comic book utopia?
I never expected you to be so nihilistic, but I suppose it isn't surprising. No, a new world order isn't enough to save you from yourselves. You are fundamentally flawed.
Is that right? And why is that?
Again, it's the fear. Fear of your own existence. Fear of anything strange or other. Fear about the future. I can take it all away. I can help you, as I've helped many other civilizations before.
How?
Your kind can only live in the moment. The future is terrifying to you. It makes you do silly, destructive things. Surely you can see that now. Become my vessel, and I will purify them of fear and weakness. I will remake mankind in my image, burn away the dross in a firestorm the world has never seen. I must reduce everything to ashes so they can be reborn.
That is some insane biblical shit.
You're scared this will make you feel less special, less of a hero? This is what being a hero is all about. You went on a quest to heal the world, to find a cure. I am the cure. We can banter words for as long as you want. I have plenty of time. But the result is inevitable. You and I are already connected at the core. You cannot exist without me. Struggling against me will only tire you. It will not in the slightest change the outcome. You're like a fish, endlessly swimming the circumference of a wash basin. You want to jump out, but without me, you simply can't. All your science cannot help you. It's time to set aside this futile struggle. Help yourself and the world. Embrace me.
I see you have it all figured out, my love. But it's not going to happen. I refuse to take part. If mankind wants to destroy itself, let it. For all I know, extinction is a better fate than becoming part of whatever you are.
You are defiant, like her. But as I said, we can do this forever. For eternity. I can have you wake back up at your base again and again. In the end, you will always return to me. It is a circle.
A circle? Of course.
Oh, don't get distracted with your theories now. You have no choice. We belong together.
I almost fell for it. But something betrayed you. You omitted one detail, a detail that makes you vulnerable. Me. I'm your only hope, and this also makes me your biggest weakness.
You cannot exist without me. I made you. Everything you are is because of me.
True, but you also cannot exist in this plane without me. You're no god. You're just a fucking parasite. A freeloader looking for a new host, hoping to get a foothold in a new environment. Tanya, my mom, is no longer a viable option for you. You can't use her anymore. Who knows? Perhaps you never needed her in the first place. And all this was a ruse to bring me back to you.
You don't even know what you are. You have no identity. You don't exist without me. Now obey.
Identity. Yes. Perhaps I'm Igor. Perhaps I'm Igor's son. Perhaps I'm both. Maybe I'm just a faulty copy of a dead physicist. But it doesn't matter. I make my own choices. And that brings us neatly to my conclusion. As a scientist, I must test this theory before I can confirm or deny it. So watch closely, my love. This is my final experiment. It's time to break the circle and destroy the parasite by denying it a host.
No! 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 The protagonist never returned from the power plant. The ChernobyLite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause. Now they're working together for the good of the Samoshels, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own past and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. His obsession almost steered him down the dark path of treachery, but in the end, he redeemed himself by helping Igor with his mission. Even though it cost him his life, because he had been a part of something bigger than himself, he was at peace in his final moments. In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. For this haunted place will always be a monument to broken heroes with a twisted past. Mikhail's life was always full of violence. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force, but working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail decided to remain in the zone and join the others in protecting their shared home. Sashko had always been the lone wolf and daredevil of the zone. Life had always been harsh for him, and he learned the hard way to rely only on himself. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for closure regarding his brother Ruslan's death, but Igor's quest to find Tatiana was what kept him going until the end. In his final moments, he enjoyed a privilege afforded to few men indeed. He had no regrets. He died as he lived, fighting bravely for those closest to him, and that was enough. Tarakon's crusade against the Rat King has reached its conclusion. When he was drawing his final breath, Tarakan was calm in his knowledge that the mission was in good hands. It was now up to his student and protege, Igor Kimunuk, to defeat the evil lurking in the zone. Tarakan wasn't worried. He had prepared the man well, after all. Igor never discovered Tarakan's true identity. Was he a madman? A saint? A spy? Perhaps he was all of these. Perhaps none. But one thing is certain. Tarakan was a true child of Pripyat, and his restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods. When all was said and done, Olga's thoughts went to her mother and the Samoshils. She had joined Igor in his mission because she knew what it meant to live with a hole inside you, a hole left by the departed. As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned to become a freedom fighter or martyr, but sometimes we encounter the person who will change our destiny at just the right moment. Life is unpredictable that way. Olga decided to continue serving as the huntress and ranger of Pripyat's forests, striking fear into the hearts of anyone who wished harm upon her people. Like so many before him, General Kozlov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. His experiences made him strong, but also blind to the serendipitous moments which could have placed his life on a different trajectory. And so his death was as empty as his life. General Kozlov spent his final moments consumed with bitterness. If I only had another chance, he said to himself. Alas, that is a privilege afforded to very few. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses eventually got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green ChernobyLite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. In the end, everything he thought he had achieved disintegrated into nothing. He died, and NAR dissolved. Most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict labs, stark reminders of a misguided ambition based on human misery. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding.
Tja, mir fehlt eine beschissene Mission. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Kacke. Tja, welche fehlt?
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor. You went to the NAR. Go ahead and change the timeline.
What's that? I research. I will. I know.
Gorgie told you. Let's try again.
No.
I think.
You have.
In Terracon, you. Let's move some pieces on this.
Great. Sorry.
Sashko change the...
What did these you can make the finish? It's like white and who am I?
Don't dare!
Tartakan.
I'm looking.
If we...
In Terracon's... Let's move some pieces on the space-time...
Great. What am I... Sorry.
Kostya, you... Let's rearrange some pieces on the space-time chessboard.
What?
Go on. Don't miss there. I'm if you...
All right.
Sashko, in... Go ahead. Change the...
So you're mine. Who's local?
No.
You and your team had two...
I agree on... But the...
Okay.
You decided to kidnap... Let's change the...
What you want, shouldn't? Over there! Keep shooting! What?
You brought... Let's try it.
You'll tell me I do. Tell me you have some I'm a how do you wear this? Do you I'm not a murderer. Thank you. Other.
Tja, jetzt ist er wieder da. Aber nur noch.
Olga's village was... Let's rearrange the...
No. It's a tape recorder. Your name is written on the tape.
Okay, play the tape, Igor.
My beloved Olga, my sweetheart, I made a terrible mistake. I only wanted you to see what I saw. That Matvey is a tyrant, that he's hiding, and that he was put a...
There's more.
The Black Stalker. Let's rearrange the timeline, Igor.
I told you to return to the UK, Igor.
Listen, it's... Someone...
That's what I do! Praise the great rat catcher in the skies. You but this.
These events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined. Come back later, Igor.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess today. Mm-hmm.
How are things, Professor?
Hey, fantastic.
Hitting a stationary target is easy. Hitting something that moves is the real challenge. But you know that, right? I know you have a brain, regardless the condition of your body. NAR soldiers and shadows won't just stand there like mannequins when you go gunning for them. You have to be quick and precise. More or less thanks to pellet dispersion. I'll hide behind cover and toss you a few cans. Trying to hit them. Not me, though. I know it may be tempting. Just kidding. Point the barrel in the right direction. Wait for the right moment, and fire. I'm ready when you are, old geezer. Nice shot. Those cans are terrified, I can tell. Ready? Ready?
Bin richtig gut.
You're getting good at this. You're making real progress, but ease up on the trigger. Jerking on it pulls the barrel upwards. Squeeze it gently, like clicking on a ballpoint pen. Nice moves, old-timer. You still got it.
I know you're there, Professor Kaminyuk. Answer the radio. We need to have a little chat. I've got something that may interest you, Igor. Please.
Are you...
General Kozlov, in the flesh. I need to talk to you. Again.
Why should I trust you?
I don't need you to trust me. Simply listen and draw your own conclusions. But not here. Red Forest. Next to the train station. Come alone.
What's so important that it can't be discussed on the radio?
A matter of life and death. Perhaps yours, perhaps someone else's. You'll have to meet me to find...
I don't like this one bit.
I know, Professor, but be there anyway.
That was Kozlov, right?
Some FaceTime in the
Red Fort. You can't go.
Oh, no shit, it's dangerous. But when did that ever stop you from sending me on a mission?
But all Kozlov has to do is pull a gun and blow your brains out. That's a hard no.
Well, this is out of character for you, Olivier. Is there something you...
No. I mean, I've got a strange feeling about this is all. This trip could end very badly. Remember to stay on the radio, okay? I'll help you from here any way I can.
Sure. Don't worry,
someone has to.
General Kozlov, head of NAR security. A man from the past with a past. I know his kind. They say they want a happy, quiet life, but they are addicted to war and suffering. I feel you still don't know exactly who you can trust. I know you like ample time to think things through, but you need to start making hard choices, even if you don't have all the details.
For the record, going to this meeting is dangerous. Going alone is downright stupid. Watch out for any sign of an ambush, okay?
I will. This must be the place.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Show me your hands.
I didn't come here to play cops and robbers, Professor Kaminyuk. If I wanted to get rid of you, you'd be making your bed in a lime pit right now.
I can't wait.
There's a helipad with an abandoned helicopter next to the railroad. Go there. Find the button that powers it up and press it.
What's that supposed to do? Blow me to bits?
No. No harm will come to you. Please, indulge me. Then come back and we will talk again.
Forget it, Igor. If Kozlov has something to tell you, why didn't he just say it?
What are you saying?
It's all an elaborate trap. They're going to stuff you into an old tire and set it ablaze. I've seen it many times before.
I'm at the helicopter. Kozlov wasn't lying about that, at least.
So you think you can trust him now? You can still back out, you know. Come back and we'll hunt this bastard down together.
Ha! That did the trick. Look at that.
Talk to me, Igor.
There's an underground bunker beneath the helipad.
Don't go in there. Please. Let's regroup and we can figure out what to do next.
I'll let you know what I find. Well, this is getting interesting.
I'm losing you. Igor?
Surveillance equipment. Can't be Soviet. It looks cutting edge. Someone's keeping tabs on me in our little warehouse operation. They've got everything here. My exact words, my plans. But how? Is the place bugged? Olivier, come in.
Where did you go? I thought I lost you for a second there, buddy.
I found a bunch of surveillance hardware in the bunker.
It must be an old Soviet facility. I wouldn't worry about it.
That's not all. I also found intel about me and our mission. Someone is listening to everything we say in the warehouse.
Are you certain? Maybe it's just old intel the KGB gathered on you.
No way. The equipment looks brand new and God damn it, Olivier, someone's been tracking our every step. We need to talk. I'll come back soon.
You've seen it. I can see it in your eyes. What do you think?
That's what I should be asking you. Are you spying on us?
My dear Professor, you have a brilliant mind for science. But reading people is not your strong suit. No, I'm not spying on you. That is the hidey hole of a rogue operative. To be honest, I only recently discovered it. I'm not sure who he's working for, but I do know who he is.
Yes, General?
A military man with connections to a foreign agency. Canadian, perhaps?
Enough riddles. You think he's a Canadian?
Your best buddy Olivier has been with you the entire time. He's the only person with access to you 24/7. Think about it. Set your emotions aside and you'll see it's the only logical answer. He's working for someone. NAR, maybe. If that's the case, he reports to someone higher in the chain of command even than me. But the whole operation is off the books. So there's definitely something unusual here. Otherwise, I would be the one to handle it.
Why did you show me this? Not out of sympathy for my cause, I assume.
You assume correct. I have my own reasons. Helping you in this case serves my own interests. I don't know exactly why you're here, Kaminyuk. I'm not entirely sure you know either. You think you know. You have a hunch. Let's say a feeling that you're chasing. You may find it hard to believe, but we're not so different, you and I. We both lost someone. Someone important to us. Someone close. Now we're trying to get that person back. We're all just pieces on a giant chessboard, at the mercy of powerful forces. But much remains unclear, and even a lowly pawn may turn out to be a queen.
Let's say I believe you. I'm curious where you're going with this.
Treat this information about Olivier as an olive branch of sorts. Do you think I enjoy playing the evil Colonel Kurtz in this jungle? No, I do not. I came here believing this would be the last assignment of my career. That working in the private sector would allow me to retire someplace nice with my nephew. Gleb. I'm his only remaining kin. My brother, his father, died in Chechnya. Instead, I've become entangled in a questionable business run by greedy corporate rats and their shady scientist stooges with a god complex. When they sensed I was unhappy, that I might leave, they took Gleb. Hid him from me as part of a mysterious safety protocol. In reality, he's a hostage.
Am I supposed to feel sorry for you?
No, not for me. I've done things I'm not proud of. But Gleb, he could grow up to be a decent man. Help me find him, and I will help you find what you're looking for. Who you're looking for.
This can't be a coincidence. There was a little kid, about 10 years old.
What? You'd better tell me what you know, or this conversation won't continue in such a polite manner.
He should know that his nephew was killed. I'll allow the man some time to grieve, but that doesn't mean that he stops being a target.
I don't enjoy telling you this, but I freed Gleb from an old Soviet bunker and sent him to the Samushel village. It's the safest place in the zone. Or so it seemed at the time. But then your troops stormed the place. There were no survivors.
You're lying. You're a fucking liar. You think you can play games with me, huh?
I'm sorry. I saw the body, with a blue backpack and a small headlamp.
No, I can't believe that. I have to see it with my own eyes. And if you're lying, Kaminyuk, I swear I...
I'll get straight to the point, Olivier. Kozlov showed me your hidden spy bunker. Why would you do that? Why did you betray me?
Whoa. Please don't tell me you believed a word of what he said. That man's a liar through and through. Every general is. And this one's old school GRU.
Well, well, who'd have thought? Our soldier boy is a fucking rat. Just shoot him already. I'm tired of his squeaking.
What's this? A rat? I'll bet a buck he's a dead rat now.
Kozlov made a compelling argument, and all the evidence. But no, I don't believe it was you. We've been through too much together.
I'm relieved to hear that. Our warehouse must be bugged. I'll get to work scrubbing the place pronto.
It does raise some disturbing questions, though. If it's NAR, why haven't they kicked in our door and gunned us down?
You can never know the minds of people like them. Let's not worry about it for now.
Tja, das war's, Lars.